Today I will teach you the forbidden art of resawing on the table saw. And what is resawing, you may ask? Well, that's when you cut a board that you already cut once. No, resawing is, well, it's when, actually, I don't really know exactly what the technical definition of resawing is, but it's a very specific thing. Like colloquially, resawing is when you cut a board along the shortest end of it. You know what? Never mind. We'll talk about that part later. Anyway, if you're gonna resaw, it helps immensely to have a planer. You can do it without a planer, but it's gonna kind of suck. So you gotta take measurements and do some math. Okay. So here, I'm gonna draw it out for you. All right. So this piece of wood is maybe 10 inches wide by 30 inches long, but it's 1 inch and 3/16 thick. Okay. And so resawing is when you cut through the thickness. All right. So in this drawing, the white is the wood, the green is the fence, the pink is the table saw blade, right? And I need to get a 1/2 inch piece off, okay? And so I'm gonna measure so that a 1/2 inch sticks off the left side, opposite from the fence. And specifically on the blade, see the teeth of the blade are in different diagonals and straights. You gotta go from one that is the cutting edge on the 1/2 inch side that you want. So on my ruler, I need to make that diagonal line up to 11/16, right? Right, because 1 3/16 minus a half is 11/16. So we're gonna run this board through the table saw, right? And then we're gonna flip it and we're gonna run it the opposite side so that the cut lines up and the blade meets in the middle from the first cut. So people will tell you you should never resaw on a table saw. You're supposed to use a bandsaw, but that's some gatekeeping right there. I mean, that's just you should not use a screwdriver as a pry bar. But if I have a screwdriver and I don't have a pry bar, I'm gonna use the screwdriver to pry something open. Okay? If I have a table saw and I don't have a bandsaw, I'm gonna resaw on my table saw. There's some safety concerns, okay? You should Google it. You should be aware of how this could be bad. You should probably also have a planer because the blade is gonna leave this ugly, unfinished surface that's gonna really suck if you don't have a planer. But you can do it on a table saw. So yeah, the forbidden art of resawing on the table saw.